Hey, my friends. So, I'm going to talk to you about something today. And this comes from a client story, and she, of course, has given me permission to share. I'm not going to give you her name, but so a beautiful client comes to me recently and said, I feel really bad because I can't dream big. I know we're supposed to dream big, and please, you got to help me because that's what I work with people. Like I work with people in getting out of their own way and figuring out what's holding them back. I help them. I'm doing props today. I help them to be legendary, right? And so my client comes. I'm going to call her Amy, and so Amy's like, I really am. I want this thing. I want to renovate this house, and I want to do this, and I want to do this, and something's wrong with me that I'm not dreaming bigger because we're told that, right? We're told that we should, just shoot for the moon and we should just, just get it all. But here's what I know of Amy. Amy's going through divorce right now, and the finances are all tied up because that's being litigated basically, right? So Amy has no idea what she's going to end up with. And part of the renovation for the house is for some long-term stuff that may or may not even be relevant in a few years. And so here she comes to me shaming herself, wanting to be fixed because she's not dreaming big enough. And guess what I said? I said, what about if you just honor the capacity you have? What about if you honor your nervous system? And I don't know that we talk enough about that because going through a divorce and just the stuff that has been on her plate has been pretty traumatic. And so I talk about this in the expansion zone that I teach, right? Our soul wants to expand. We're like, yes, I'll have that. And then the other parts are like, yeah, no, not so much. And sometimes that's the subconscious. Sometimes that's the limiting blocks. In this case, it was legitimately, do you even have the capacity? Do you have the capacity to design a whole new home, get all this? Like, do you have the capacity? And when I was saying to her, Amy, I don't think you have the capacity. And I feel like you're setting yourself up. So why don't we pare down the dream? No, I never do that. Like, I don't want to be a dream stealer. I don't want to tell people you can't have that. That won't work. That is so not me. But I'm also an intuitive and I'm also tuning into her nervous system and her body. And I know what she's gone through. And yet she had this idea of like, oh, I have to be big. And I'm like, or how about you be in right relationship with your capacity and your nervous system? And literally, when I said that, it was like, oh, this feels so much better. So we came up with this is a dream right now. This is the dream that your nervous system can say yes to, your capacity can match, because not knowing how much money you're going to have because of the divorce, that sets you up. Okay, so I'm telling you about Amy, but I also want to tell you about you. Is the dream you have, is it really yours? Is it, when you think of it, it's, when we have our big dreams, we're like, oh, that like cool kind of like, holy shit, that's a thing. Right? We have moments like that. But if you're getting stopped, you got to sort out, am I being stopped or slowed down because I just I just don't believe in myself enough, or there's some unconscious thing that's holding me back, but I should go for it. Like me learning to ride a motorcycle at almost 65. Yeah. What? Okay, I'm supposed to go for that, right? Scary as hell, crazy, wild, but I'm supposed to go for it. Versus a dream that's so crazy or wild and everything in you is shutting down, like overwhelmed. Oh my God, how do I, right? When a person like my client, who's normally so bright, so can figure out all the stuff, and it's like, ah, ah, you got to listen to that. You have to listen to that. It doesn't make you bad. It doesn't make you wrong. It doesn't make you less than. It actually makes you super respectful of your body and your energy. And it's really, really, really honoring. So I want to shift this, right? I love all the positive psychology. I love all the, change your thinking, change your life. I get that. I do that. I teach that. But because of my background, not only as a psychotherapist, but as a person who has lived through a lot of trauma, I know that when your nervous system is dysregulated, when you have dealt with stuff, when you're currently dealing with stuff, it is not the time to reach for your highest goals. It is not the time. You will not be self-actualized when you're in the middle of stuff. So there's no shame in saying what feels better. So I wasn't a dream stealer to Amy. I was the voice of comfort. I was the voice that said, hold on. I love the vision. And maybe right now you just do a little tiny thing. How does that feel? And when I was able to give her that, it was like, oh, and then she got resourceful. So she'd come to me going, I can't do this. I'm spinning. And then right after a call the next day, she's like, I did this, because then she was resourced. It wasn't too much on her system. It wasn't draining or taxing her. So that's what I'm going to give you. If you have the nervous system energy, if you are resourced, if you're like, oh, my tank is full, go, 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 girl. But if you've gone through stuff, if you have, all of us went through COVID and the crisis and the stuff, whatever that was for you, we all went through tragedy. We all are still potentially impacted by some of that. I had a sick child. We've had stuff. And if you have come from having stuff and you're wondering, why am I not like jumping? Why am I not? I just really want to give you the permission today to honor where you are. Because a lot of the teachers out there are giving really positive messages about how to get your big vision, how to create an empire, how to be legendary. But what if your legendary is, I was good for myself today. I was there for my partner. I loved my kids. I made a difference in one person's life. Maybe that's legendary enough for you, right? Because the goal is fill your cup, take care of yourself first. All right. I hope you have enjoyed this. And I'd love to hear from you. Like, what do you think? Maybe you relate to what's wrong with me that I can't dream so big. I really want to hear, because I think this is a conversation that isn't spoken about enough. And I'm here to start talking about it. All right. Peace and blessings. Bye now.